Hey guys, so this is an announcement video basically telling you all about the membership program I've set up for this channel. If you don't know what memberships are, it's basically a way of supporting creators, kind of like Twitch, where you donate a certain amount of money each month and you get rewards for it. And I will go into the rewards, which I think are pretty cool. But mainly the reason I'm doing this is for crowdfunding support. So in the last two videos, I have been thinking a lot, having to do a lot of contemplation about the future of the channel. But after seeing all the support I've gotten and people telling me that they would support me, I'm ready to take YouTube more seriously than I ever have before. I really want to go in hard on this channel, genuinely hard, harder than I've ever gone doing this. And so I really want to treat it and make it organized and all that stuff. And that definitely starts with the membership program. As I talked about in those videos, I barely make any money at all off of ads. Okay, so that's why I'm doing all this stuff, but I actually want to break down everything you get as a member. So there are 3 tiers of this. The first tier is called Spectre, and it's $4.99. You're going to get early videos, you're going to get exclusive videos, priority replies, 4 emojis, and 9 possible badges. I will show you those 4 emojis and 9 possible badges. I made them myself by hand. I spent so much freaking time on them. I really didn't need to spend this much time on them, but I did. And it'll be more than just a badge, which I'll explain as well. I'll explain all of this after I look at the other 2 tiers. So this first tier is really important. It's kind of the tier that I kind of expect most people to go to. The other 2 tiers are just if you want to give more than that, it's more of a charitable donation thing. But yeah, this tier is really good. Exclusive videos are gonna be important because like it can be a place where it's like I upload something that's maybe I know is just not gonna do well in the algorithm, but other times it's like I want to offer extra things going on. So what I plan to do is to kind of have some episodes of the Voxel Gotham series and stuff like that, exclusive videos, and maybe those could be videos that I don't necessarily think will do well, but I think are still really cool and people would want to watch. So that's kind of how I want to do it. And I might do some like tie-in things where it's like you can see a certain thing for free, and then I have an exclusive version where it goes into more depth or something like that. So yeah, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. The next tier is the Reverend Spectre for $8.99. So this tier gets everything from the last tier, but you get one extra thing, which is access to HD images, art, icons, etc. from videos. And I've already have a bunch of stuff in a Google Drive for Reverend Spectres to download. Basically what this is like there's a ton of renders and stuff from videos that might not be in HD or might look cool that you want for like a profile picture, or you just really like the art, or you want a wallpaper or something like that, or you just want to see these models in way more detail because of course YouTube, I upload at like 1080p, so it's going to be a little bit compressed. I already have a bunch of stuff in the drive, including the badges, as I said, really high resolution 2K for the badges that I think are really cool that you could use as like a profile picture. The next tier is the Valiant Spectre, and it is $14.99. This is for the absolutely crazy people that just have money. So with this tier, you're going to get access to actual project materials like models and textures. So Reverend Spectre is more limited to just straight up like images and renders and stuff like that. Valiant Spectre, like I'm gonna be putting up models in there. Like if I make more of the Gotham Spectres, the Lego series, the models I make in the future, I will put in there and you can have them and do what you want with them or whatever. It kind of depends on what the project is, but yeah, I could just put a ton of stuff in there. Okay, before we get to the badges, I want to show the emojis that you'll get. So you're going to get 4 emojis. Once I get 2 more members, I will get even more emojis. And I guess the more members you get, the more emojis you get. So we have Moth Blush, there's a Lego Fire, Panda Love, and Red Riddler. I made these emojis with the idea of like, they're not just cool to look at or whatever, but they're like reactions. Like emojis have to be reactions, right? So I actually spent a ton of time on these emojis. Okay, so the badges are absolutely crazy, but basically the badges will update based on how long you've been a member. So after 2 months it'll update, and then after 6 months, and then after a year, and then after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. There's 9 of these badges. I made 9 custom painted badges. So here are all of the badges that I made. They're so freaking cool. Basically, the idea was like, I really like the item art that they do for like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and stuff. It's just like this painterly icon. I don't know, I think it's really, really cool. So I kind of inspired it from the grease coats or whatever in Elden Ring. Basically, you apply like, there would be like a fire grease that you put on your weapon to have like a fire effect, basically that. And there's just a bunch of different ones that have a different aesthetic to them. So I did the same thing and I made 9 of them. And basically, so you got this, like, all of them are based off of wax and then a battering. And I don't know, I think it's so cool. So you got like the blood wax, blackened wax, spirited wax, embered wax, revolting wax, gilded wax, glistening wax, celestial wax, and then finally eternal wax. And it looks so freaking cool. If you get to Reverend Spectre, you can get these icons in 2K, and I don't know, I kind of made these way too detailed, so at this point, like, you can use them as your profile picture. I don't know, whatever you want to use them for. Don't sell them, obviously, but yeah, they're really, really cool. They have so much detail on them. But yeah, basically these will show up by your name. The badges are really, really small, but I added a bunch of sharpening to make sure that they were somewhat visible from far away. Honestly, everyone's badges are just like, you can't make anything visible from that far away. You can tell, like, this is how much I care about this. Like, I put so much time. I was up until like 2:30 a.m. last night working on these. So I think it's really cool, and anyone who joins the membership program, I have so much respect for you. I'm so grateful. You're actually helping me genuinely, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I can't wait to see where this goes.